it is an art of dealing with people to accomplish your objectives, in which we perform various functions under which we go with various aspects dealing with management principles which will ultimately help us in achieving our goals. Planning, the first function, leads to decision making, and that is what we are going to focus today on in this today's session. Decisions which we take in our lives, which are going to be quite crucial or decisive, that whether we are going to achieve our goals, aims, will depend upon how sound principles we have applied to take a decision. Decision making is an indispensable component of management process, the end product of managers' work and decisions and action. Decision making is the substance of a manager's job, but decision making is not confined to managers only. It's in fact a universal phenomena or process which applies for all human beings. The word decision is derived from the Latin word deciso, which means cutting away or cutting off in a practical sense to come to a conclusion. The main purpose of decision making is to direct the resources of an organization towards a future goal and reduces the gap between the actual position and the desired position through effective problem solving and exploiting business opportunities. According to few definitions, I'm quoting Oxford Advanced Learners Dictionaries, the term decision making means the process of deciding about something important, especially in a group of people or in an organization. A lot of time is consumed while decisions are taken. In management settings, decision cannot be taken abruptly. It should follow with the steps such as defining the problem, gathering information and collecting data, developing and weighing the options, choosing the best possible option, planning and executing of that option, and then taking a follow-up action so that whether the decision was right or wrong, it can be concluded. Decision making will involve alternatives. It is basically based on uncertainty because we don't know what is stored in future. So definitely there's a lot of uncertainty which is there, which may lead to high risk consequences. You may achieve your objectives or you may not. But if you achieve, that's good, and if not, then that's a learning that you will have as a feedback for the future course of action. It involves interpersonal issues, and interpersonal issues, that means interpersonal communication, interpersonal relationships, that leads to complexities in this in an organization. When it comes to decision making, there are certain other things which cannot be undermined. That it basically involves a conscious action or a choice which is being taken for a particular course of action. It is searching the environment for conditions calling for a decision. It will involve various alternatives, and you have to weigh and select the best one which is basically going to help you in achieving. So, in simple terms, when you make big decisions, follow the 7 steps of decision making. First, define the problem that leads to take a decision. Establish your goals or objectives that will help you in achieving your objectives. Identifying the resources that will help you in making sure that that goal is achieved. Consider the alternatives that are available. Before implementing, make the correct choice by evaluating the course of actions and then implement the decisions. Finally, you can go with the feedback or the result which is obtained through whether the decision was correct or not. When it comes to different types of decision, they can be categorized in the following types, like programmed and non-programmed, routine and strategic decisions, organizational and personal decisions, policy and operational decisions, individuals and group decisions, major and minor decisions. Individual and group decisions, major and minor decisions. Based on the type of decision, you are going to make necessary course of action that may lead to achievement or not achievement of your objectives. Why decision making is important for an organization or an employee? Because under which you will take or select the best alternative, which ensures continuity of business, which will make sure that fuller utilization of resources is made to the optimum level, formulation of plans and policies which will help you in achieving your objectives. It facilitates innovation and helps business grow. And definitely, it measures or evaluates the performance of the person who is handling that decision. What are the skills which are required in decision making? It involves critical thinking, problem solving, logical reasoning, analytical abilities, listening effectively, leadership qualities, interpersonal communication, time management, team collaboration, which are very, very essential for making a goal achieve with the help of people. So decisions will be of prime importance and they will help you in understanding and making it clear that why these decisions are being taken, they are having a relevance. It involves certain conditions as well. Certainty. In situation of certainty, decision maker or manager exactly knows what would be the course of action or likely course of action which may occur in future. Risk. In real life, future outcomes are not always known to us and advanced to us. Thus, in actual practice, managerial decisions are made under risk conditions, which means information may be available, but it is incomplete and is hardly sufficient to answer all questions about the outcome. And finally, uncertainty. Where no historical data or past experiences are available, the manager faces a condition of uncertainty. Types of decision, as we always say, that has been categorized in three categories. Analytical, this in which you are based, the decisions are based on collecting information, analyzing the data, and taking calculated decisions for future course of action. Directive are usually based on several processes and rules and is focused on the end goal. Conceptual, based on decision making, keeps on consideration of how people will be impacted by a particular decision. Behavioral is the decision by nature, attitude, or behavior of a person. Thus, these are simply the broad types of decision making. People need to hone these good decision making skills so that they can make the best use of available resources and information to take the most ethical as well as profitable decisions in business. That's all for today's session. Until we meet with the next session based on MBO and other techniques of decision making, it's a goodbye. Thank you.